Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Washington's offense will have the football first. Guys, every now and then you can take the emotion of rivalries for granted, but last year when the Huskies and Cougars got together, that was as dramatic as anything you could think of. A cathartic win for the Cougs, who sent UW off with an L.
This is a tremendous rivalry, the Apple Cup, and it looks a little bit different now that they're no longer conference opponents, but that doesn't mean they don't like each other any less, David. These two teams go at it. The fan bases dislike each other enormously. We're expecting a great one today.
Well, and you always love it with the bragging rights, right? In the state of Washington, whoever wins this football game, you get to talk. Last year, Rodgers puts up a bunch of numbers, but it wasn't enough. Washington State got the dub. Big game, big matchup.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Runs through the tackle. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Got him downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I need to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Sixkiller. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Sixkiller impersonation.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Williams will pass. Catch in the middle, it's Green. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They just keep firing. Got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job.
And he will score. Touchdown, Husky.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cougars offense will take the field for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man, and they're able to get him on the ground.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
The pitch. Turning it on. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
These offenses are so hard to stop when you run the option because they play the quarterback well. They get it to the running back. The defense looks pretty good, but third and short, they get the yardage they need, and they move the sticks.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The handoff to Johnson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
That third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Coleman. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He breaks a tackle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third.
Open space in the middle. Just carving. It down to the 24. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Williams looking for a man. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass. Using the quick game. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. It's complete to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The give out of the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. Finding open areas. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
A continual subplot since these two first squared off in 1900 is Washington State trying to prove it deserves the same respect and status as UW.
And I think oftentimes the great rivalries out west are forgotten in college football. This game between Washington and Washington State is absolutely fantastic, and I'm so happy that with conference realignment, they were able to keep this game on the schedule because it is always fun to watch.
It is fun, and it's for the Apple Cup. And here's the cool thing. These teams, they're not the same conference anymore. They used to be for years. But this rivalry still lives because it still matters to the Washington and Washington State fans.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll get this drive started from the 29. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Might as well give it to him again. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. Running into the open space. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. The give to the tailback. Nice move to keep running. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
They'll try to power their way ahead. He's loose. Got some room entered to the goal. Touchdown. And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead.
Hey, we know football gets harder when you start to get the red zone in the field, Trace. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown run.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The give on the inside. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg. Wants to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and take it at the 30-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Got the 1st down and more. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Williams will pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Gets it out quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. He leaves it with the back. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Notre Dame is just getting blown off the field right now. I know a lot of people either love or hate the Golden Domers, but anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 18 to Texas A&M. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Oh, better look out. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going for it all. He's got it at the 15. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cougar!
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Huskies and Cougars. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. A lot of intrigue with this second half still to come as we send things back to the Evergreen State.
Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Ellison. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Trying to set up the screen. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Sometimes it's not about fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Converts on fourth down, and he he's still going. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
Trying to get rid of it. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Grab behind the line. It's Evans. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Williams looking for a man. Got his man quickly. And this defense has its work cut out.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Get the fuck out of here.
Serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the 1st down.
On the move, it's Coleman. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Boston. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep, making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Bringing the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. He's in open space downfield. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Caught near the sticks. It's Ellison. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. He lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Hand off from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first three periods. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Here comes the WSU offense onto the field again. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the pressure. Fires to the big fella. That's 35. He's open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock. Give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll give it to Johnson. Looking for room at the 30. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Got it behind the line. It's Voorhees. he'll try to throw for it on third down. Back open in the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple.
Bro, this is fucking awful, man. The fuck, dog. Get the fuck out of here.
Down by 11. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Pressure
Kicking is so fucking bad when you get right there, man. It's fucking disgusting.
Just out of his reach.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found
God
the open
damn.
man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Give to the running back.
Of course, now, yeah.
Turning on the Jets. It's a seam wide open.
Fuck out of here, man.
Delivers the blow. What a
Stole his fucking game. It was over a goddamn field goal.
17. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gonna run it. It's Coleman. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. It'll be 3rd and long. Williams will pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal. The lap going for the big play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Knocked down quickly after the pick with that. The Huskies had that dog in them in this one, taking down the Cougs for the Apple Cup and the Governor's Trophy. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.